What's up YouTube? We are back again with another haircut tutorial. Today we are switching it up. We are doing a all over scissor cut. Okay, we're just doing about a 1/4 inch off all around, not taking off anything too crazy. You know, a lot of us barbers on YouTube, we just stick with the same skin fades and stuff like that, but I just want to show you guys that I can do a scissor cut. We do this around here, and I'm going to teach you guys how to do it as well. This is Bob the man. He comes to see me every couple months for a cleanup, so we're about to go ahead and transform him. So just like any fade, we're going to go ahead and separate the top from the bottom. Going to go ahead and part that over before we start to do any cutting. As you saw earlier, we combed through everything. We got the hair nice and wet, and we're going to go ahead and start to trim on one side first. So starting on our left side, the way I like to do it, sorry, it's hard to get a good angle when doing a scissor cut, but the way I like to do it is, okay, we part the top from the sides. Then we go ahead and we part a small, maybe like a 1/4 inch of hair right above the ear. We start above the ear and then we pull it out at a 90-degree angle straight out, and we go straight down, taking off just about a 1/4 inch. And then you don't want to go past your second knuckle. Do not cut past your second knuckle because then the hair can start to get uneven. As you continue, you want to just keep grabbing about a 1/4 inch of hair and working your way down, making sure it's cut down nice and even. We do that above the ear, and then we start above the ear and then we move out towards the forehead, and then we go back to the center above the ear, and then we start pulling out and going towards the back of the head. Around the arch area, you want to pull the hair down and cut off any excess hair that may be hanging over, so that way when we line it up, the hair will already be short and we don't have to do too much. Now we're starting from above the ear and going towards the back of the head, and same exact thing, pull out a 90-degree angle, start cutting down, don't go past the second knuckle, and we're going to make an even 1/4 inch cut all the way around. Once you've done your cut all the way around, he doesn't want it touching the top of the ear just slightly, so we're going to pull the hair straight down and cut so that the hair will lay just above the ear. When doing this, you want to be careful not to cut too short because when the hair dries, it will shrink up. So just keep that in mind and always start taking off like little by little instead of just going for what you feel like might be enough. When tapering the sideburns, we're just going to go ahead and do a scissor over comb and just lightly clean up the sideburn area so it's just slightly tapered but not too short. And before doing any cutting with the trimmers, we take our shears and we just go ahead and follow where the natural line would be when we come around with the trimmer later. So we're going to go ahead and cut around the ear and cut around the neckline with the scissors first. Make sure to keep combing down with the comb, and then at the end we'll come back around with the trimmer. Moving on to the right side now, you want to go ahead and do the exact same thing. 90-degree angle, start above the ear, work your way out, and just take small little pieces. You don't need to take chunks of the hair. After trimming the sides, we're going to go ahead and comb the top down to the side that the hair is combing over to where they're styling it to. And we're going to go ahead and pull the hair out again at a 90-degree angle and try to make it blend in with the sides and just trim off enough hair to where it'll lay down and blend right in nicely. We're going to do the exact same steps on the back, but before we start, we want to go ahead and cut the hair at the bottom first, any excess hair that's hanging over. So the back, Around the neck area is going to be a little bit more tapered than the rest of the hair because he doesn't like the way the hair just sticks out down there. So we're going to taper that just a little bit more. When I first parted the hair to cut the hair, I moved this part a little bit lower, so that way I could move the part back to its original place later and blend the part in to the sides. That way I didn't take off too much when I first did my cut. So now we are moving the part back to its original spot. We're going to comb the hair down and just trim off any excess hair that's going to be hanging over when we pull it out at a 90-degree angle. When moving to the top, I like to focus on trimming the bangs first. After the bangs are trimmed, then we go ahead and focus more on the top, and we are just trimming off a 1/4 inch, so we're going to go ahead and pull everything straight up at a vertical angle, and we're going to trim straight across and do that going all the way back near the cowlick area. Barbers, I know a lot of you don't like to use a diffuser or may not know what it is, but it's that wide round piece that's on the front of my hair dryer. I highly recommend you start using this when drying long hair, when doing a scissor cut, because basically it dries the hair from the inside out rather than blowing it around. And it makes great for still being able to style the hair at the end and not having so much frizziness when you're trying to maybe just trim a little bit more or do some detail work at the end. So right now we're just going to get his hair nice and dry with our diffuser, and then we're going to go ahead and start on our lineup. And for our lineup, we're going to go ahead and do a round neckline, square sideburns, and just a little bit clean around the ears. But like I said before, he wants it to touch the top of the ear just a little bit. And just want to make sure you keep combing that hair straight down, because with straight hair, it can move around quite a bit. And so you want to make sure that you're catching all the loose hair sticking out. And for the final touch here, I noticed that he still had a little bit of like bulkiness and weight kind of around the crown area. So we're going to go ahead and take our thinning shears and just remove a little bit of that weight, but not too much, because as you can see, his hair is thinning just a little bit. So we want to be careful when using thinning shears on people that are already thinning. And after the haircut is done, he does not use any product in his hair. We're just going to go ahead and grab our brush and comb everything so it stays in place as best as possible. But he does just a little comb over, no product. He's all natural, and this is the final product. Bob the man is back again. We brought him back to life. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you guys like me doing scissor cut tutorials, please let me know in the comments, and I'll be glad to give you guys more. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.